Good evening, colleague. Today you're driving this S5 from Paderborn to Hanover Airport. Currently you're standing in front of the entry signal and waiting on entry into Hanover main station. And with that, welcome to something I've been meaning to do for quite a while on this channel. Welcome to Let's Play Train Simulator 2021. And yeah, again, this is something I've been meaning to do for quite a while. I've sort of noticed that in the British train sim community, while obviously the British content that does come out for it is actually pretty decent, there hasn't been any coverage of third-party German content. And I don't know, it's either the language barrier or the sort of difficulty curve with learning a new signalling system and so on and so forth that might put people off, and that's entirely understandable. But sort of doing this is something that I hope will help ease those language barriers. Again, it's sort of a help that I speak German. I'm not even going to deny that. I'm going to put it straight out there. I speak German, and that's the reason I found it easy. But not everyone has that privilege, and as a result, I've excuse me. And as a result, I've been sort of hoping to bridge that gap. Now, doing it the other way around, so Germans reviewing third-party British content for train sim has been going on for quite a while now. It's obviously not as frequent as reviews of the European content, but it does exist in quite a greater volume than Brits reviewing German third-party content. And because it's a gap in the train sim community, and also because, you know, many people are going to miss out on absolutely wonderful content for train sim as a result, I thought, you know what, why not? May as well. And as a result, here we are. We're on Hamburg Hanover Deluxe, which is a freeware upgrade for the DTG route in the TSGermany 425, which is the third-party EMU we'll be driving today. And this scenario is a bit of a short one. It's a give or take 25-minute scenario from here just before Hannover Hauptbahnhof to the airport by a guy called Marcel2311 on the German Railsim forum, and a link to that will be provided in the description below. Alright, it's enough babble for now. Let's get started. Okay, so first things first, we'll get set up. So headlights on, instrument lights on, ZFA, which is basically our DSD, which will turn on with Shift 7, and a reset for that is the spacebar. We put our reverser into position M, turn our PZB on, so basically AWS but cooler, and then finally we turn our LZB on. And another thing I want to do before I forget is change our door control to manual. So it just adds that sort of element of interactivity. Right, so it's all set up. So 145 arriving with what looks like a mixed freight. It sounds like a mixed freight as well, jeez. Arriving next to us, and we've presumably got the road ahead of it. Put our reverser into forward. Right, so this scenario, like many German scenarios, does include announcements, which is super cool. And my commentary throughout the video, which there will quite frankly be a lot of, will probably get cut through by those announcements, so that's a bit harsh. So yeah, do prepare for that. Right, you can make a start. So we've got a limit of 80 coming into the station, which is entirely fair enough. So I think over that next marker is where one of the announcements of the scenario is placed. And so it is. Nice.
Es besteht Übergang zum Fernverkehr, zum Regionalverkehr sowie zur Stadtbahn. Bitte achten Sie beim Verlassen des Zuges darauf, Ihre persönlichen Gegenstände mitzunehmen. Vielen Dank. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
think I braked a bit too early, so I'm going to ease off. The sounds on this are really, really nicely mixed, which is quite incredible considering how complex a sound set on a 425 is. Thank you Siemens CBAS 32 insulated gate bipolar transistor package, very cool. And saying that, I did brake a bit early, so that's a stop marker we're meant to stop at. Alright, let's have a look. Well, let's have a look around. The nice ET on the platform next to us, and yeah, he has put in Scarlett's displays, which is already set for the metronome afterwards, so never mind. Oh, there's a nice ETD thing, southbound. Again, these train indicators are made by a guy called Scarlett on the German Railsim forum. Surprise, surprise. They're free. You can place them in your scenarios. You can do a variety of things with them, and they honestly add quite a bit of depth into your scenarios, which I think is really, really cool. So here's our set. We've got 1425. So we've got 425087. Yes, we just add 500 onto each of the opposite end cards, so they have separate numbers. But no, this is 425087, and I think the rear unit is 043. Yep. There we go. As you can see, 425043. Another thing I've been meaning to do was sort of update you on matters regarding, well, pretty much everything. So we'll probably end up doing that as we play through the rest of the scenario. Another thing I want to do is free myself from a PZB real quick, just so we don't have a 45 restriction once we depart. Right, we should be due out soon, so quick look back. Everything looks clear. Alright. Again, we're a stopping service, so Hannover Nordstadt will be our next point of call.
Die S-Bahn Hannover begrüßt Sie in der S5 nach Hannover Flughafen.
Alright, so the question is, will I be able to make that stop at Nordstadt, because I never seem to be able to do it. Alright, there's that mixed freight that pulled up next to us earlier, which we appear to be racing, so that's actually pretty cool. There's a bunch of flirts stood in the sidings just over there. So, in terms of, like, I don't know, the videos, I guess, I haven't had the time to record or edit many things, and the reason for that is I've been doing A-levels for the past 2 years, and I'm in my second term of my first year at uni as I'm recording this, so that's another thing that occupies my time now. And you know, while going out on buses is fun, well, it's not as fun as it used to be, but it's fun. It's just not something I can do as often as I used to be able to. And it's like, forget being able to, you know, actually film buses. Well, being able to go out on buses, I'm not even able to film them at the best of times because of the amount of work that comes with it. I mean, I will be doing it occasionally, but not as often as I used to. And then obviously there's, you know, a pandemic at the moment to deal with. So that's sort of put a cap on being able to, you know, leave the house and do things. So I guess sort of this Let's Play is a way of making do with it. You know, still being able to provide content. Oh wow, I actually made a start, that's nice. Yeah, with that I have made, well, I have built a new PC. And again, that's another reason I'm sort of doing this. It's because I now have the hardware that's able to do it. Oh, it's alright. It's the rest on the platform though. Oh yeah, it is. Fair enough. Right. So door's shut. Next stop, leaderboard. Right, alternating blinking with 1000 Hz active. I think that's max 25. So we're basically just going to be cruising for a bit. Oh, turns out it's max 45, fair enough. Oh, I got so shook for a second there. What is it that's max 25 when alternating? Is it 500 Hz while blinking? Yeah, I'm fairly sure it is. Oh yeah, joys of PZB. It's an intercity just coming up on our left. Very nice. But yeah, I have built a new PC, and as I said, I finally have the hardware to be able to, you know, do this. We go finally free ourselves. Raise our speed up to 80. And ease off so we don't overspeed. Oh, this is a bit steep, it's a 150. It will be, I think, even steeper going downwards, so... Oh, bloody hell it is. Glad to see I prepared for that well. Now up to 110 before we eventually have to slow down for leaderboard. Will this be a good idea? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I reckon this is doable.
Nächster Halt, Hannover, Ledeburg. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
Again, we're looking for the second stop marker if there's multiple, which I think there are at the station. Oh yeah, there they are. Just like vibing at the end of the platform. Oh, really overestimated that. Oh well. Well, we're here anyway. Are we still on time? Give or take. Yeah, I think it's sort of intentional that we don't make it here on time. It's why there is zero timetable for any of these stops right now. Right, in terms of nice parkourish topic change, but I suppose this is sort of a trial run, is why I chose this short scenario for it. And if you guys do like it, let me know. Time permitting, I'll probably end up producing more content like this. And fingers crossed, I'm hoping to sort of showcase a few other games, so, you know, maybe a bit of OMSI, ETS, Flight Sim, you know, whatever I've sort of got the time for. A Flight Sim I'd quite like to do, but I'm still waiting on my joystick and throttle to be delivered, so it'll be a while before that happens. Oh, excuse me. Again though, it's something I intend to do if you guys do like it, so let me know in the comments below, and yeah, I'll end up producing more if you guys like this. So, oh, crikey, it's a bit fast. It's fine, everyone's still alive, no one's sad. Maybe Train Sim is because I sped, but oh well. Hannover Hbf is our next stop, so let's hope I don't miss a stop marker on that. Oh, would you look at that, there's another set of 425s or 424s. Oh, of course, it's at Vinhorst, where there is only one stop marker. It's the end of the platform. Glad to see my route knowledge is like 0 or close to 0. It is what it is, though. There you go. Where's that one going then? Oh, it's a Bad Pyrmont S5, so one going into the opposite direction as we are, and one that's running short as well, because full route is to Paderborn if I remember correctly, so there we go. Oh, is that an IC? Yes it is, nice. That's a nice one as well. Hell. Oh, we're that far into the scenario already. Right, Langenhagen Mitte will be our next stop. And I think it's quite a bit of a stretch to the next stop, so we can actually get up to 120 in that time. And hopefully not break the speed limit like I did just now, so... Yeah, actually, regarding the whole language and difficulty barrier thing, if you guys would like, you know, a German safety system tutorial, I'd be more than willing to do that. I just need to, like, brush up on my signal categories and, well, as clearly demonstrated earlier, alternating blinking. Oh god, that translates so weird into English. It's called Wechselblinken in German. It's like when the 85 and 70 indicate a blink, it's called Wechselblinken. And that is what it's referred to as well, so just alternating blinking. Oh, coming in a bit hot here, like. Oh, this is the sort of work these units were made for after all, innit? So... Right, I'm actually going to use the button down here for once because I forgot what the keybind is. forgot what the keybind is for the right side doors. I really should have read the manual. But oh well, I think it's own. Well, here and at the airport, unless Feldermarkt isn't an island platform, but I'm fairly sure it is. So yeah, this is another thing I like about German scenarios. There's a lot of, AI variety. There's a Vectron with a container train just coming past us now. A nice Box Express one as well. Right, Langenhagen Feldermarkt, next stop. Oh, that is an awfully long and awfully fast container train. Must be doing at least 60. Oh, where was I? Oh god, I completely forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, right. German AI stock. It's usually comes as part of like a scenario pack that Train Team Berlin have made, and there are 3 of them. Right, quickly want to slow down below 85 so PZB doesn't throw a fit. But no, so like most AI stock that Germans use in their scenario is from either the 3D Zug freight wagon pack or from any of the Train Team Berlin scenario packs, and what they are is sort of low res rolling stock that you can use in player trains but is mostly used in AI. And like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is low res, but it looks it looks good and it's passable. And with it being low res and not having a lot of things scripted in it, I can free myself from PZB actually. With it being sort of low res and not having a lot more than just textures and wheels and stuff like that scripted in, it means that it's a lot more resource friendly, and it's unfortunately something that the British train sim community hasn't jumped into yet, and it's why you have to use AI very sparingly when making British scenarios, because it ends up killing your RAM because there's no special low res models to use in scenarios as AI, and it is quite irritating. But the Germans seem to have sort of found a way around that, so that's actually pretty good. Alright, with that, we're off to our next and final stop, which is Hanover Airport. This is a very sort of nice single track branch line that we'll be going down on. Oh, there we go. So I don't think we'll be on. We'll be at 110 for quite a while, because I think as soon as we reach 110, we pretty much have to slow down for the 30 into the platform at Hanover Airport. And even then, it's a 30 that only lasts for a tiny bit, because you'd get 500. Oh, jeez. Done it again. You'd get 500 hertz. So basically, PZB's way of saying your next signal is a danger. You get a 500 hertz magnet activation and 500 hertz alert on the dash, and that basically limits you to 25 kph, which is irritating in a way, but it is very, very clever. It's why PZB is as safe as it is. Right. Flashing green. That means the 1000 hertz magnet is live, and we have to slow down to below 85. And the little 5 in the sort of box under the signal means that the limit at the next signal will be 50 kph. So I do want to coast for a bit actually, so we don't have to slow down that quickly. Oh, so we've got a 50 on that signal and acknowledgement for 30 just ahead.
Bitte achten Sie beim Verlassen des Zuges darauf, Ihre persönlichen Gegenstände mitzunehmen. Vielen Dank. Diese Zugfahrt endet dort. Vielen Dank für Ihre Reise mit der S-Bahn Hannover. Auf Wiedersehen. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
There we go. Next stop, Hannover Airport. So I think this is the 500 Hz magnet, yes it is. So now it's 25 we have to stay below. Oh nice, you even scripted in, or placed in rather, train information displays into here. That looks really cool. So I think the stop marker here is towards the end of the platform. Indeed it is. I don't know if the Hannover Airport branch actually came with the route originally. Well, then again, there weren't like any scenarios or many scenarios by default that brought you down here. Oh, and here we are. Open our doors. Well, press T to activate loading and then press a button to open the doors. What we can do now is shut down, so LZB off, PZB off, CFAR off, turn our instrument lights off. That's gone. That was the wrong way. Yeah, reverser into idle. Turn our TBCR. And with that, we've apparently completed the scenario successfully. So again, thanks for watching. If you guys did like it, leave a thought or so in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do. Again, thank you very much for watching. Hope I'll see you again soon. Take care now. Ta-ra.